We know where we are. We are in favour of Europe. The 3 million jobs that depend on it, and we will work for a European Union that helps Britain.
Well, I think we should stay in the European Union. Well, I think we should stay in the European Union.
I look forward to the next Conservative government applying to join the Eurozone really quite shortly.
If Gordon Brown succumbed to Ming Campbell's idea of a referendum, not on the treaty, but whether we should stay in or get out, how would you vote?
Oh, I'd vote to stay in, Mark.
Even if this new treaty was now part of the law, you'd still vote to stay in?
We would even then vote to stay in. We have got to make a success of the EU.
Prime Minister, I welcome you on this, the first leg of the Brown G20 World Tour. We need a European Financial Services Authority. We need a new and sustainable economy enshrined in a global social contract. But to achieve these things, Europe must marshal consensus, and the UK must be part of it. Those parties pushing themselves and Britain to the sidelines of Europe will cost their country dear. So let Britain be a positive partner, cast in the European mould. I expect, Prime Minister, the single currency to emerge stronger from this crisis. Will you now work to bring the United Kingdom into the euro in the post-recession period?
BNP! You also say the Holocaust didn't happen.
There's no doubt that hundreds, probably thousands of Jews were shot to death in Eastern Europe because they were rightly or wrongly seen as communists or potential partisans or partisan supporters. That was awful. But this nonsense about gas chambers is exposed as a total lie.
You're quite happy to foment racial tension in society.
No,
to get
racial tension exists because people like you have created and encouraged a multiracial society.
What do you want to do, send them all home?
Yes.
You would force them to go whether they want to go or not, whether they were born here or not, wouldn't you?
Ultimately, yes.
The European Union is too good, too valuable and precious a thing. It's been at minimum the most successful peace process in the history of the world, but it's been much more than that. More than 80% of law now, of new law in every year in every member state now comes from Brussels. And I don't necessarily have a problem with that.
UKIP launched their London European election campaign today. The party wants the UK to fully withdraw from the European Union, as they say it's a waste of money and causes a loss of democracy.
You are threatening the very basis of national self-determination and democracy, a principle that was thought in the last century to be so important that if you look in your own backyard, you will see the graves of many British soldiers who went to defend that very principle that you now seem to have turned your back on. What part of the word no don't you understand?
Joining Farage on the candidate list is Marta Andreasen, former chief accountant of the EU, now gamekeeper turned poacher. Mrs Andreasen lost her job at the EU when she was sacked by Neil Kinnock. But she says this is not about revenge.
I gave up a job of £150,000 per year and the prospect of a very fat pension because I thought we couldn't go against the interest of the European taxpayers. So obviously I want to get back there and continue my fight.
UKIP came second in the European elections 5 years ago in the south of England. They say the reasons for leaving the EU are just as strong.
The election will be held on the 4th of June.